If you hear me, my freaks and geeks. TDKV here, coming at you with another awesome live stream. We're just chilling and vibing. And, yeah. We already had the best and Rick James already up in the house. How's everybody doing? But, yeah. Slept most of the day away, even though I really didn't want to do that. I figured, you know what? I need to catch up on sleep. Even TDKV needs to sleep every once in a while, right? If I get one super chat today, I will... what's something cringe I could do? I will call my mother. Bring this over to you. Nadine, how we doing today? Chicken lover. How you doing, brother? I've missed you. Everybody's missed you. Dallas, how am I holding up, brother? I'm doing good. You're a first-time chatter. How we doing? Or have you been here before? Maybe you're on YouTube? Dang, dude. I actually got somebody on Twitch. See, my Twitch doesn't really do that good. Long strokes. Okay. Okay. Chevy. Of course I remember you, dude. You don't gotta ask that. Drove my Chevy to the levee. I assure you I remember you. Got a little protein shake. One thing I need to work on is keeping up my protein intake for a day. But nah, dude, we're all good. Ooh, you see, one thing that my trainer recommended me, I'll show you guys. This is supposed to be a lot healthier than normal. I didn't even know the peanut butter came in this way. But powdered peanut butter. The protein intake's about the same, but the fat percentage is a lot lower. Albert Rumpelstein, how we doing today, brother? Ooh, yeah. Albert, of course I remember you, dude. Like, you own like 80% of TDKV Industries. You're the reason why the one stream I had to like gobble down like 10 glizzies because you kept on just donating it. Or no, it wasn't. Yeah, you kept on gifting memberships. That's what it was. You looking really well. Oh, chicken lover, you don't gotta wreck your sleep pattern if you don't want to. Well, Bennett Hughes. I don't remember. I don't know if that's supposed to mean something, but Bennett Hughes. Now you gotta hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. But for the vlogs, there, Jay, I just got the Galaxy S25. I got the 3 cameras and everything. I planned on starting tomorrow morning doing some vlogging. So, and like what I think I'll start off with is just doing my daily routine and stuff, and then also like gym and everything. I'll have to ask my trainer if he'd be cool if I recorded some of the sessions we did or anything. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't. Bennett Hughes. You gonna clip it or something? But yes, adding this powdered peanut butter to your protein shake, recommended if you do protein. Recommended. But, yeah, but yes, Albert, of course I remember you. Bennett, third time's a charm, Bennett Hughes. There you go. I ain't gonna say your name again throughout the whole stream, but you did it. Some streamer said your name, because I'm sure I know that's usually a big deal to people. But yes, Chevy, you've been here since like 200, 300, 400 subscribers, somewhere in that range. So dude, like, listen, I remember all my OGs. I remember all of them. Chevy, Nadine, Dario, Sia, Pam, everybody. Say his name, he appears. What's this I hear? What are you talking about, Brent? $97 more. How about this, Bennett? If I see your name 100 times, will you donate $100? Bennett Hughes. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's the most concurrent viewers I've had in a while. I think it said there was like 17 at a point. Oh well, I guess I didn't keep their attention for long enough. Ooh. No, I ain't saying your name 100 times, brother. But I'm doing good, Brent. I was gonna say, you knew I ain't talking ish on you. What's been new with everybody? I went shopping today at Fresh Time. Fresh Time's very expensive, but all the food there is pretty good. Like all the meats, like actually like fresh. I mean, they have some unhealthy stuff, but like for the most part, though, like I don't know, it was very expensive though. So I don't know if I'll be doing all my grocery shopping just there ever again. But like fruit, I'm always think I'm going to get there. Meat and stuff. Mr. Hughes, doing good, just chilling. I had my cousin over last night. It was great. We had fun. Well, you know what? Sometimes those are the best nights when you don't get any sleep because you know you're just having such a good time. I like those times. I don't know. My man, Brent. I was gonna say I showed nothing but respect to my viewers. At least I tried to. I was a little disappointed because if it wasn't raining today, I was like, one of these days there's going to be a fire stream. You remind me, I forgot to do my shopping. My wife is. Oh, see that's something I don't miss. Having to answer to your wife. I don't miss that. One thing about marriage that I don't miss. And March Madness is one time a year. You know what? I think that's a perfect excuse. Be like, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. John Breen. If you gift 500, would I do anything? If you gifted me 500 right now, God, you know, I would 100% go shirtless. I would do the Gwitty. I would, and look at that, $2. What did I say I'd do again? Call my mother. There we go. I'll call my mother. You know what? You get $500. You get $500. Like I said, I'll go shirtless, do the Gritty. I'll call my mother, and I mean I gotta call her either way. But if you donate 500, I'll call her and call her the most ruthless names ever, and just hang up on her. Would I do the truffle? I'd do the truffle shuffle. I would attempt to lick my own nipple. I don't think I can. And oh God, dude, that'd be a game changer. You did that, bro. Not expected though, but I do owe a call. Smelly guy. Calling TDKV's mom. Jen. No, she doesn't fucking like me anymore. Jen. No, she doesn't fucking like me anymore. I'm gonna leave her a voicemail if she doesn't answer. Hello? Hi, Mom. I told my chat that if somebody donated that I'd call you, so you're on speakerphone while I'm streaming.
What's up?
What up? How you doing?
I don't know. You know, Sunday fun day.
That's always a fun day on Sunday.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried powdered peanut butter?
I mean, you know I don't touch a damn bit of peanut butter other than Jeff.
Well, because my trainer was telling me about this, and I put it in my protein shake, and it's really good. And I'm probably still gonna get a regular peanut butter just to put on sandwiches and stuff, but this is really, really, really good.
Is it really good or really, really good?
It's really, really, really good, actually. Because the thing that I like about it is that there's almost no fat in it. As like with like Jif is actually really like the worst of all the peanut butters, like in terms of like health wise. I've like beginning to realize.
That's probably why I like it the most.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it's definitely the best tasting, but like, I really love that. I think it's Smucker's, the all natural peanut butter. But no, I'll let you go though. It seems like you're busy.
No, I was just getting ready to like tuck it in and watch some TV. I have to deliver the purple promise with a smile shortly.
That's always fun. Jay from the chat says that you sound dope as hell. So, all right, but I love you. You have a good one.
Love you back, Dave.
Bye. There we go. Sometimes she's usually intoxicated by this point, and she will like say some ruthless shit. But nah, my mom could be cool. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it could be worse. Could be. I don't know. I love my mom. She's all I got at this point. And Brent, thank you for that dono, brother. Brentomania, you're running wild today. Oh, that's right. You probably were saying that because of the Hulkamania protein shake. Whenever I first started going to the gym, I needed a protein shaker. Went into GNC. I saw that, and I didn't even look at any other one. I was just like, that's it. Because while I'm sitting there lifting, if I'm going hard, like especially if I'm curling, that's what I'll just say just to like get myself motivated for the next like rep or whatever. I'm just like, Hulkamania's running wild, brother. And I think of all those coked out promos that him and Macho Man did. No pukesters to the left. No pukesters to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now. Oh, yeah. You see, 80s wrestling itself isn't my favorite, but the promos and just like the characters and everything, that's what made it great. I didn't even notice your protein shaker till now. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it was like one of those like meant to be things. And then, because I got this, and I have a Batman lunchbox that I've been using that for like lunch and everything. But yeah, no. Hulkamania is running wild. Ooh, yeah. Lift sessions from baseball. My protein was 2 Whoppers, no bun. When I'm in the gym, I bet you're eating. I actually don't eat while I'm in the gym. I just have water, and that's pretty much it. I'll do a protein shake beforehand. But no, I've really have like, so Saturday is usually my cheat day, and which, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't go live yesterday. And the best. I ended up passing out at like 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, and I didn't wake up. Like, so I woke up at 8 this morning, and then I just kept on going back to sleep and everything, and just could not. Oh, who do I got a fucking message from? Yeah, nothing important. But yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. You'll be seeing what my gym routines look like here soon. Because like one thing that I'm gonna start doing that my trainer gave me. Because I only see him once a week. So what I'm gonna do is, he gave me this to kind of like keep track of like what I'm doing throughout the week. Give it to him, and then he could tell me, if there's any like adjustments that I need to do in anything. But nah, I'm liking the progress I'm making. You know, my main goal is to get rid of my gut almost completely and to bulk up a bit, but I don't know. We'll see where the journey takes us. But it's a journey that I am vested in. Eating a lot healthier. Just feeling a lot better. And yeah. But best how you been though, brother? Brother man. It was nice to see Chicken Lover back in the chat. Love that. Like that's one thing that one thing that just like makes me feel good is that like I don't know, a lot of people come back, and I don't know. I feel like we have a nice little community here. What I was trying to say is, I bet you're at the gym. I bet you're yeeting. Oh, yeeting. Well, yeah, I try to keep it contained. I don't one thing I like about, so I've been going to Crunch Fitness and compared to Lord of Chickens. He was here. I don't know if he's here now, but he was here at the very beginning if you look back in the chat history. And everybody, please, we're 3 likes away from 10 likes. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. Just trying to keep yourself going. You know what? Maybe I'll call you after the stream, brother, and we could talk. I know exactly. I've been in your situation before. I know that shit's rough. I'm always here for you. As long as you're feeling better about yourself, that's a good. I already see results. I mean, I'm not bulky by any means, but I didn't have no muscles before, and like it especially shows while I'm working out that like you know, I just see my arms getting bigger, and I haven't. So like I don't weigh myself really all that often. They say you're supposed to, but I don't know. I feel like that's a good way to get your esteem low because like muscle weighs more than fat. So you know, if you're gaining more muscle than you're losing in fat, you're gonna actually gain weight. But it's not like you're actually gaining weight unhealthy wise. And yeah, I've been tanning too. While I only do it like once or twice a week, just because. I mean, it's part of my membership, and figure, you know, get my tan on, you know. Listen, hey, working out is the best like de-stressor. If you're depressed, if you're just anxious, stressed, best way to just get your mind right. A healthy way to just get some aggravation out, pump some iron, get a smart scale, keep track of your weight. I thought about that. And yeah, exactly, Jay. Because like, I always hit the treadmill at least for like 10, 15 minutes a day. Sometimes longer, sometimes not as long. It really depends. But like, that's kind of how like I try one of my drinking tad protein. The kind I have right now is cookies and cream. I mix it with walnut milk, and then what I'm going to start doing is putting a shot of this powdered peanut butter in this. Beer belly is the end. Yes, exactly. I don't know. And I mean, it's not like, because my whole thing too is that my family has a history of bad health from my dad's side, and I want to be the anomaly and maybe start the whole, you know, I don't know. My grandfather died whenever he was like 55, I think. My dad died 2 weeks after he turned 40. I'm the last male on my dad's side of the family, and so, you know, if I die, the name goes with me, and so, you know, I'd rather not die early. I don't know. I know that sounds very sinister, but no, that's like my main thing. I don't necessarily need to, I don't know, just need to stay healthy. Fit treadmill, you're close to a mile on the treadmill, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I probably get, because I go for endurance. So what I do is I'll go hard on the treadmill and go like on a faster speed for like a minute and a half to 2 minutes, slow down, speed back up, slow down, speed back up. So like I definitely hit like a mile and a half every day at the very least. So yeah, no, shit's nice, and I always liked running. Like, I mean, honestly, before I started dating my soon-to-be ex, I would run every day for. I never really kept track or anything, but it just so no, I don't know. I always liked the way I felt while I was running. So yeah, if I had more time in the day, I probably would run for like a half hour every day, but I don't. So that's why like I run for a little bit, hit the tread, and then get to lifting. But yes, no, I'm excited though because like I said tomorrow because I got this new S25. I'm gonna start doing some vlogs. Like I think the first vlog is gonna be like what a typical day in the life of me is. And look at that, we had 10 likes on this stream. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe if you're new. But yes, the first vlog is going to be mainly just like a day in my life and how like I go about it. And then after that, I might do like more gym-based ones, or I don't know. Never done the whole vlogging thing. It's going to be weird and awkward at first, but everything's weird and awkward at first, right? But nah, and it's good to be back streaming again. One thing I'm gonna do, and I gotta get faster internet speed, because that way I could like, because I don't, because like the bit rates and everything not like quite like ideal to what it's supposed to be. So no, but no, everything's a work in progress, and I've always been about the grind. Oh, thank you, Angel. It wasn't until I was that I took getting healthy seriously. I dropped 50 pounds before. And dude, I'm proud of you for getting yourself there, because I know quite a dude I used to work with. He had diabetes, and because he went on a no carb diet, and I think he worked out too. That his diabetes went in remission. So I keep that shit up, dude. Proud of you. I love hearing about people bettering themselves in positive ways like that. But how we doing today, brother? Lifting weights, this is satisfying. I'm not gonna say, What is that? That's a wrestler's promo, I'm pretty sure. Is that Hulk? No, I don't think that's Hulk Hogan. You're quoting a wrestler, right, Brent? But thank you. But yeah. So now, today's stream isn't necessarily anything going on. Just chilling, vibing, and kind of going from there. Tomorrow, Music Reaction Monday's coming back for everybody who's been here for that, so that'll be cool. Yeah, no, that's like the only thing that I really gotta get straight is the whole schedule of what I'm gonna do every day. I like Music Reaction Monday, and I feel like you all that's always been like one of my better received days. Wrestling, you guys know I can always talk about wrestling all day, every day. So maybe Wednesdays will be Wrestling Wednesday again. Arnold. Okay, I knew you were quoting somebody because I've heard them before. Pumping iron is better than coming to me. I can picture Arnold definitely saying that. No, there is like a one quote from Arnold that like I took to heart because he said that once you start seeing progression, it starts becoming addicting. And yeah, dude, I'm sitting there at work thinking about going to the gym. Love it. It's just, I don't know. Just like soothing for some reason. But nah. But yeah. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. Like I said, Tuesday. I don't know what I could do for Tuesdays. Maybe like do like a cooking session on stream. Because doesn't look too dirty right now, but I am right in my kitchen. So, Could just turn the camera around and like kind of have like a little cooking session with TDKB. I go to my local YMCA. Have been swimming. You see, that's cool, dude. Swimming's probably the best way of exercising because you're working out so many different, like basically every muscle in your body. So that's always nice. Swimming. It's fun to stay at the. But no, yeah, maybe I could bring back the cooking streams, or I'll just cook. I mean, I could just use my phone again, especially since now I have a better camera. I need to buy some like small equipment, like a phone holder, so that way, like I could like stream hands free with that. My lighting situation's the best I think it's been, because like at my old place, like I just felt like the light was always not ideal, but I don't know. Lighting could be, lighting I don't think is too much of an issue. But yeah. Would you ever want to get married again if the right woman came into your life? I mean, for sure. That's always been my ideal situation in life is, being married with, wife, kids, whatever. So yeah, the ideal situation came along. Definitely would want to, but yeah. Whenever I want to live, I just wait. Let me put this over here. Toss my oldest in the backyard ring. Back in the 80s and 90s, the ultimate warrior. Oh, I never liked the Ultimate Warrior, but I will admit, watching those old promos from back then is just, again, just like the coke that those guys were on was on another level. When I turned 18, my parents bought me a hotel room. I spent the entire morning in their pool. That sounds like fun. Dang, dude, that would have been one hell of an 18th birthday. My 18th birthday. What did I do? My 18th birthday. Oh God. So for my 18th birthday, I didn't plan on doing anything. This would have been technically the night before my 18th, or like, my birthday's June 1st. It would have been May 31st. My buddies came over at like 10 o'clock at night. Wake my ass up out of dead asleep with like a case of PBR, a half a bottle of what's a beer called? Not beer. Jim Beam. They wake me up. They're like, "You're gonna be turning 18 in 2 hours, asshole." They make me take like shot after shot after shot. I wasn't allowed to not have a beer in my hands, and it ended up being like a wild ass party because my mom went out for the night, and yeah, I just remember waking up on my picnic table outside. It's a holiday. Oh shit, Brent, you like Dead Kennedys? Dead Kennedys are fire, dude. Like, Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables is one of my favorite punk albums of all time. And it's probably in my top 10 albums of all time, too. And hold on one second. It's 8:30. I just want to make sure that my sister's up for work. So, I'll be right back. I'm back. I do. She She's gonna be late for work. It's 8:40, fam. Oh, she's fine. No, I don't think she got to be there until 10:30. So, nah, she's fine. Or else I would have woke her ass up sooner than that. But yeah, no. Me and my sister growing up were always close, and once that life situation happened, she took me in, and nah, me and her get along great, and nah, shit's good. No, she's fine. She's fine. I gotta say, I love this phone. If you're looking to get a new one, I would recommend it's the Galaxy S25. And because I traded my phone in, I ended up getting it for half off too, so that was cool. That's cool. You see, the thing I hate about work, the Saturdays I go to work, is that the weekend just like flies faster than it should. And before I know it, I'm back at work again. And yeah, I don't know. That's one thing that sucks too about working my job, is that I'm always catching up on sleep. Nah, dude, and I am grateful for that. Like, I mean, honestly, like, so I have 5 sisters, and I mean, like, even so, like, I have 3 older sisters. They're step, but again, family is blood doesn't make family. But all of us are, even if we don't talk a lot, like the moment I call them with a problem, they drop anything for me, and same vice versa. You know, feel like we're definitely a good core. But yeah, no, like, hell, like the sister I live with, I remember us as kids, like I'd be grounded, and she would like like to get me out of like, because like whenever I was grounded, I was literally only allowed to stare at a wall or read a book, and that was it. She would beg me like, "Can Kevin please play a game with me?" And then she'd always be like, "All right, what game do you want to play?" And then I don't know. I had good times, and we kind of drifted apart there for a little bit, and I don't know, since living together, we've been close again, and I don't know, it's a good feeling. I have the OnePlus 13R. What's that? The OnePlus 13R. Is that like an iPhone? I think that is. See, I was always a Pixel guy. My last 3 phones were Pixels. I got this mainly for, what's it called? The camera on it. Because, I mean, the Pixel and this were pretty similar in almost every fashion. It's just this one had a slightly better camera. And for, like, the same price, I was just like, well, why not? And my buddy who I work with, his wife has a S25, and he was showing me pictures of, like vacation pictures and everything, and it's top quality. So yeah, because I can't really afford to buy just the camera outright right now, so that's why I figured have the camera on the phone be the best possible, and then eventually down the line I'll get a camera. She has made an appearance on live before, but I mean, you'll probably see her, because I mean that's my living room right there. You'll probably see her whenever she's up in the kitchen and everything, and I'll probably troll her every once in a while if she's like cooking in here. I'll be like, but now my sister's pretty cool, and she's very supportive of this. I mean, she let me set my setup up in the kitchen. Not many people would be willing to do that. If we had room in my garage, I'd be in the garage, but I don't. So that's that. Ugh. But no, and I plan on the setup. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna go about this, because like I think I'm gonna have one of my DTOFs like right there with like some figures in it. Maybe a shelf. Oh wait, I didn't even turn this on. I'm slacking. But have like some like more colors in the background and everything, and I don't know, get it all lively. But everything's a work in progress. And then so in June, she's going to be moving. So this place is going to be all to myself. So I might just use my room I'm in now as my streaming room, and then move all my stuff into her room, and then go from there. Is that something I still want to do? I mean, so honestly, Brent, I've kind of had a change of heart with just like, because I don't have a passion for my job. And so, like, I don't know. Might bring tools up every once in a while because I still do love, I don't know. I am a tool nerd and everything, but I'm not going to be buying as many tools as, normally somebody in my field would because I do eventually plan on getting out of it. It's just, I don't know. I just, I don't like there's a lot like looking at all the people that have been at my job for 30 years, seeing that they're all miserable. I just can't help but like think like, if I'm going to be miserable doing this for 30 years, why am I going to do it? But no, because like that's why like I've been like actually thinking about just investing a little bit more into the channel and everything. Like, like better equipment, which I mean, my computer's almost as good as it gets. I mean, like, I think my computer's like in the mid to like a little bit better than mid range, but like, I don't know. My buddy who helped me get this told me that like I probably won't ever need to get a whole new computer in general, just do upgrades to it. So, but no, it's a long shot, but you know what? Life's too short not to, you got to risk it for the biscuit. And I am here and this is what I want to do. And I'm going to be taking some big strides towards this. That's why, one thing I need to do, I need to get my notebook back or get a new notebook and start jotting down ideas again. Because I always come up with ideas at work and then forget them by the time I come home. But I want to think of new shit to do for the channel. That's why, I think the vlogging thing's good. I need to start posting videos regularly. And then some of those, one thing to entice you guys to want to go over to there is, I'm going to post some of the video footage on TikTok as like an early, access thing. So that way, because I want to try building a TikTok up, even though I really don't like that platform. That's where the real money comes in. And so, want to do the whole try doing TikTok thing. Twitch is where I started out at, and I would love more than anything to get monetized on there, even if it doesn't stick or don't ever blow up on there or anything. Twitch is where I started at, and I want to check that off the list. Hit the nail on the head. A little bit older than you. Albert, I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Much happier. I never look back. Exactly. Would you rather have to listen to your favorite music for the rest of your life, or have to say you? Definitely you. Do. I love me some Soldier Boy. So, do I still like WWE? Well, I'll say it like this, Albert. I don't watch the new product that much, but I will always have unconditional love for the wrestling that I grew up with and everything. So I mean, honestly, I'll never turn away a conversation about wrestling, even if I don't know specifically what's going on today. I don't know. Always loved and appreciated WWE and wrestling in general. So no. New car is awesome. I got to get the brakes changed and change the brakes and get oil put into it, but no. Always wanted a muscle car, and dude, the best feeling in the world is while I'm driving down the road, looking at my side view mirrors, and the back of my car, dude, looks just like the Batmobile from the Tim Burton movies, and such a good form of dopamine, man. My plan with my car. So wait, let me pull a picture up so that way I could Do, 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 do. There we go. I am working at the same place. So, there's my car. So, my plan is on the rims, I'm gonna get the bat symbols on it. And then like there's like these little like stripes like kind of thing right there. I'm gonna get them painted orange because the interior is a leather, orange leather interior. I'm gonna get that kind of like a modern my version of the modern version of the 1966 Batmobile. Make that my personal little Batmobile, but no, love that thing. I just spilled water all over myself. Oh, I hate when that happens. I do hate when that happens, Brett. But yes, Jay, no, dude, because I'll say it like this, dude. My job's the perfect type of job to where like you feel like trapped because you're not making enough money to be rich, but I'm making way more money than like probably like 70% of jobs out there, and I don't know. It's always the same thing over and over and over again, and after a while, it just stops feeling like so fulfilling, and you're just like going through the motions. And I don't want to be like that. Am I closer to work now? I am. I am a bit closer. It's like distance wise, it's really not too much. So like in the mornings at the old house, it'd be about a half hour away. In the morning, I don't know. Like I could leave my house 5-10 minutes later now and still show up basically on time. So I am a little bit closer, and it's a lot less of a strenuous drive. I literally drive down, run basically just one road the entire time. I mean, I'm in debt too, man, but no, dude, and everything's a mindset. That's just like, I don't know. Again, I spend 9, 10, 12, sometimes 16 hours a day there. And if you're spending somewhere that you're not exactly happy, like you're spending that much time somewhere you're not exactly happy with, I don't know. Life's too short to settle. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. I still have a job after getting released. You can't give up, brother. You'll find something. I went through that phase too, dude. I like during COVID, I think there was like a 2-3 month span where I didn't work. It is what it is. Holy moly donut shop! Oh God. The gun show. Sun's out, guns out, baby. No, I ain't got no guns yet. But how you doing, Space Monkey? How's everybody doing? But yeah, I like these streams. I like these little just chill streams. Just BS and talking with you guys. Dallas. I feel like you've been here before. Channel activity. Yes, you have, in fact. And everybody, please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. I don't really think that does anything, but I don't know. It's just a nice feeling. Knowing 13 people liked my stream. What was your favorite Saturday morning cartoons growing up? Yu-Gi-Oh! Power Rangers. Saturday mornings. I mean, so I like those, but the thing that I loved watching on my Saturday mornings. So me and my dad, he'd wake me up. It'd be like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. He'd make me dippy eggs, toast, sausage, and bacon, and sometimes some potatoes, breakfast potatoes. I can't think of what you'd actually call them right now. And me and him would sit there and watch Three Stooges for an hour or two. Three Stooges, I love the Three Stooges, dude. But Yes, AMC. They always played them until about like 7 a.m. And then, you know, we'd get ready. Then, our mall opened up at 10 o'clock. So we'd go to the mall. So, like, we'd probably leave at like 9 o'clock. We only had like a 15-minute drive to there, but he'd always take me on a cruise. We'd either listen to like Kid Rock or like he had like a mixtape of like all different Led Zeppelin songs and everything. But we'd sit there and cruise and not hash browns, not hash browns. Like they're actually like potatoes. Like they're like that. They're like cut up potatoes. Home fries, yeah, that's what I'm talking. Home fries. Hell yeah! Strikes and gutters, man. Strikes and gutters, man. But no, yeah, like that's the thing that I look like. That was my Saturday morning was Three Stooges. But no, but I'd watch Power Rangers, like I said, Yu-Gi-Oh. Even if I didn't necessarily like that season, the Power Rangers, I was still watching it. But no, yeah. But I mean, I guess Power Rangers you can't really consider cartoon, but they would be on. Ooh, so what time is it? Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock. It ain't too late. And that's like something I'm getting better with is incorporating the stream in with my schedule again. Because like that's like the biggest thing. Because like I want to go live for like I don't know, because like all the streamers seem like they stream for about like 3 to 4 hours. That's something I need to get back to doing. That's why like my first big thing I need to do is just get faster internet speed, and then kind of go from there. Oh, Three Stooges are the goats, dude. I like a whole bunch of stuff from, like, that was like black and white. Like one of my favorite movies of all times, Young Frankenstein. It's pronounced Frankenstein. Sewer vomit. Thrown up and thrown down. How you been there, brother? But no. So, it's good to be back in the back to be good on the grind, and we're only going up from here. So, yes, as time goes on, you will see more of something in the background. I don't know what. Like, I'm going to be putting posters up. I'm going to be putting shelves up with actual, like, lighting and stuff. That's not just that. Shemp, not your favorite stooge? Honestly, I didn't mind Shemp. My favorite stooge is Curly, but Curly, Mo, and Larry, I love them now. Been busy grinding, dude. And life's the ultimate grind, and if you're not always trying to, climb your way up, then I don't know. But yeah, I'm done settling with shit in my life, and I don't know. I want to be happy. Y'all know what I mean? So yeah, like wait, is there Oh, Lord Chickens. Okay. So the history, so the OG Three Stooges was Shemp, Mo, and Larry. Shemp's wife, I think, got cancer or something like that. So he would make one-off appearances. And then that's whenever Curly came in and started replacing him a little bit. And then Curly just kind of became the favorite. Or, like, he was, like, the favorite at the time. So, like, he kind of ended up just being incorporated into being, like, actually part of the Three Stooges. And then Curly started getting sick. It was either that or something of the sort. And then there was another dude that they replaced. They called him Curly, but Curly Joe was his name. So there's actually been 5 different Stooges. Secret Birth. No. Venom. We are Venom. Or maybe I do, Brent. You know what? Here. Let me... Motion capture image. Let me see. Oh, you get to see my OBS or OBO setup. Let's look at this together. Ah! I hate when the clicker doesn't want to do it right. All right, let's look at this together. So, nope. Nope, no. Who are the original three? I know I spelled that wrong. Stooges. Curly, okay, so Curly Howard was, I think. Three Stooges were an American vaudeville and comedy team active from 1922 until 1970. Yeah, act began in the 1920s. Consisting originally of Ted Healy. Who the hell? I don't even know who the hell that is. So, Ted Healy and his Stooges. Oh, so there's even more than I thought of. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. But yeah, Moe, Shemp, Larry, Curly, Joe, and then Curly Joe. You see, okay, so I knew most of them. Didn't know all of them now. Didn't see chat for a second. I farted. Real talk, bro. What wins in a 100-yard foot race between LT Lieutenant Dan after the war versus a get out of here Charlie Bars? I don't remember you. A toaster or Lieutenant Dan? I think Lieutenant Dan got it. Like he conquered that tidal wave. Oh, dude, Forrest Gump's such a good movie. Lieutenant Dan, I got you some ice cream. Dude, that's still crazy to me that Tom Hanks went from being like a comedy act to drama serious actor like that. I still enjoy like I did. What if the toaster was a brave little one? Oh, the brave little toaster. Dude, I forgot all about that cartoon movie. Is it weird I'm watching Lizzie McGuire, dude? Listen, there's some times where I'm sitting there and I'm just like thinking like, man, what would Lizzie McGuire do in this situation? Nah, dude, my sister, so my older, one of my older stepsisters always watched that. And sometimes whenever I was grounded, all I could do is to either watch what one person or the other was watching. So I've watched a good bit of Lizzie McGuire in my time, and it was good times. Beans, I think, was her neighbor, right? Or am I getting Even Stevens mixed? No, I'm getting Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire mixed up. Where am I? I know. I remember them being at this on at the same time. You guys remember Even Stevens? Fucking Shiloh Buff. Tom Hanks has a couple of classes. Can't forget about Wilson. Love that. Forrest Gump. Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks, dude, he deserves. He's an all-time great actor, I think. My favorite actor of all time? I don't really know. Might be Samuel L. Jackson. Just might be. Beans was Even Stevens. Okay. Okay, yeah, then. Wasn't there a funny character like that on Lizzie McGuire, or was there not? I remember there was a Curly haired guy that like Lizzie ended up dating eventually. There was her one friend that I actually always thought was cuter than her. I remember there would be like the Aerosmith Christmas special or whatever. Ren Stevens, dude. Ren Stevens. Wait, I'm drawing a blank here for a second. I know that name, Ren Stevens. Oh, God. Oh, God. I never knew her name. Oh, I forgot all about her, dude. Space Monkey, 100%. 100%. Oh, God. I'm just, look at me over here blushing now. Yes, Ren Stevens could get it. Gordo and Miranda were Lizzie's best friends. Disney Channel facts. I love the old Disney Channel commercials where they would like draw like the mouse logo and it would go off. Oh, good times, dude. See, Disney Channel used to be like, that to me was like, there was that, like Disney Channel had like that shit going on. Nickelodeon had like the Drake and Josh shit going on. Cartoon Network had Kids Next Door and everything. Charleston, dude, everything's going great, dude. It's been a while since I've seen you on stream. There's too many motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Dude, yes, there is. I'm sick and tired of all these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Kim Possible, call me, need me if you want a TV. Doug era. You see, I like Doug. See, I like the 90s stuff too. I mean, like, honestly, dude, up until like probably like the 2010s, 2015s, Cartoon Network and Disney Channel were pretty good. I always watched PBS Kids. PBS Kids, so like my little sister, I was always watching that with her. Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer. And then there was like Diego, that was her cousin. Then there was what else was there? I mean, I love Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I'm from Pittsburgh, so you know. And like Mr. Rogers is one of those dudes that like he was a genuine good person, and the world hasn't been the same since he died tragically. People say when Disney took over, Doug. I never watched Disney's Doug. Captain Planet, Mr. Rogers, Wild Kratts. I never watched that. I've watched The Wild Thornberrys before. Pepper Ann is something I used to watch. Pepper Ann, I never even heard of that. And then, I mean, this isn't a cartoon in those same categories, but I love me some Beavis and Butthead. And then, Doria, I think, was the other one. She was like the spin-off show. Born in 88. I am your little bro. I was born in 94, so you got about 6 years on me. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. Because, I mean, shit, dude, I always considered myself a 90s kid, because I love, most of the shit I love is from the 90s. Okay. The Wild Kratts. See, you guys are bringing up shows I've never seen before. Gullah Gullah Island. Dark Secrets? I mean, if he does, dude, they went with him. But normally, especially with somebody of that magnitude of, like, just popularity and everything, they usually come out and never heard one bad thing about him. And Peppa. Oh, dude, Peppa Pig. I hate hearing that pig's voice. 90s for life. For life. When you're NWO, you're NWO for life. Oh, dude, listen, Power Rangers is my shit, dude. Mighty Morphin, to be specific. I mean, honestly, dude, Power Rangers... I always get my seasons confused. I mean, dude, like, Power Rangers up to In Space is undefeated. And then there's some fire seasons after that. But, I mean, I don't know, dude. I always appreciated Power Rangers for what it was. Yes, it was. Nah, Mr. Rogers was a man. Reading Rainbow. Oh God. And then, I mean, now you got Daniel. It's Daniel Tiger's neighborhood. So much to do, so much to see. Won't you ride along with me? Ride along. In Space is one of the best Power Rangers seasons. Oh, dude, for surely. Dude, In Space, because that was the end of the Zordon era. And no, like In Space was awesome. I loved Zeo or whatever it was called. Turbo was actually the thing I didn't like with Turbo was that it was a little kid as the Blue Ranger. That was like the only thing I never really liked with that. Bill Nye the Science Guy, Magic School Bus, that was good. Scott Norton was the most underrated NWO member. You see, the thing that NWO folded with that WCW shouldn't have done is that they made too many members NWO. Like, it was legit. Everybody except for, like, DDP was NWO. So, dude. Good memory, so. Wrestling that Fight Me, I'll Die on This Hill from 1996 to about... I mean, shit, I'll even go as far as to saying, like, going into, like, 2004, 2005. I think that stretch of wrestling is the best stretch ever. X-Men, dude, love the X-Men 90s. Do 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 do. One of the all-time best theme songs of all time. The Batman 90s show, the Spider-Man 90s show. Shit. Let me go make sure she's up again. I'll be right back. When you're NWO, you're NWO for life. For WWF, yeah. Attitude Era on WCW is the best ever. Yes. Mighty Morphin, Zeo, then Space. Actually, technically, Brent, in between Mighty Morphin and Zeo, there was Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers for like 10 episodes. And then Zeo came along. I was going to say, Terry McGinnis is the only true successor to... Hey, I can appreciate that, dude. Batman Beyond was awesome. Batman Beyond. And then, like, those Justice League shows. Justice League Unlimited and Justice League just regular were undefeated. The Fantastic Four show wasn't too bad. Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men. Even the Iron Man show wasn't too bad either. Great Muta was... Well, I never really got into Great Muta. The only thing that Great Muta ever did that I got... Oh, sorry, protein burps. But I liked his rival with Sting in like the early 90s. Best Batman ever. Barney. I had a Barney birthday. I forget... the picture might be long gone now, but there was a picture of me with Barney whenever I was a kid crying. Ninja Turtles. Yo, it's the Green Machine. Dude, the 90 movie, and then the Secret of the Ooze. I love the Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles. Like the cartoon, like the original OG cartoon is awesome. I even didn't mind the 2003 show. That news movie wasn't too bad either. No, I love the Ninja Turtles. Conan and NWO was undefeated too. Oh, and we got a bot over on Twitch. You see, bots do such a terrible job of making themselves look like not bots. But nah, dude. Shit for the like mid 90s to like early 2000s, peak pop culture in my opinion. Show that had the turtle named Venus. Oh, the live action one. See, I didn't mind that as a kid. I mean, it's really not that bad. It had a lot of potential. They just, I don't know what went wrong with that. But I liked a lot of the what's it called? TDKV's on the road to WrestleMania. I'm fighting for the main event, Penn. I'm going to beat John Cena. He's never going to become a 17-time world champion. Ooh, yeah. I dropped 25 in Fortnite for the first time playing. There you go, dude. Who remembers Ninja Turtles next mutation with the... Well, yeah, that's what, like, I thought, Jackie Chan Adventures. I remember that. But no, I remember that live action show, Ninja Turtle show, though, dude. I didn't mind that. If you remember that, you probably remember in Power Rangers in Space, there was a episode where, like, they, like, the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers collabed. Very terrible episode, but it's still a cool idea, the fact that those two actually happened. And everybody, please, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. I actually didn't watch Roadblock. Lord of Chickens, you have a good day, brother, and thank you for stopping by. But no, I see, I like talking about shit like that. This is the type of conversation I like, nerd talk. Especially, like, I could go on and on about this, all that shit. 90s wrestling, Ninja Turtles, Batman, X-Men, everything. You can't see me. Ric Flair said he'll quit taking blood thinners for that day to stop John. What the hell? Ric Flair, dude. He just... that last match he had was just... Yeah, those were the Power Rangers from Next Mutation in Space episode. Yep. Oh, dude, you see, but you know what's funny though? Ric Flair initially endorsed John Cena to get it. I just didn't think that he thought that they would actually go through with it, which is just like, why wouldn't they? Oh, you see, dude, like, I love Ric Flair. He's one of my favorites of all time, but like, he just, the last like 5 years, he's just made you not want to like him. Oh, dude, me too, dude. Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is The Crow. Love that movie. And if you've been here, you know, my favorite movie of all time is Pulp Fiction. And I even, like, I know that, like, you know, a lot of people's, like, favorites aren't. I'll make the argument. I think Pulp Fiction's the greatest movie of all time. Woo! Oh, God. Are we still live? Okay, now we are. Ooh, I thought that the stream went down. Alf. I never actually watched Alf. Saved by the Bell. I was never really a Saved by the Bell guy, but Married with Children, Full House, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I even liked The Nanny. I mean, I always thought Fran Drescher was hot, but Nanny, Roseanne. I love Roseanne. What's some more of those 90s shows? Family Matters was good. Did I knew that? Oh, God. You D-Hard. Oh, we got a troll over on Twitch. My favorite movie is Cameo. That's funny, Pen. Dude, I do love me some ECW. Martin. Martin was a good show. In Living Color. How you living? Oh, how you living? Oh, in living color. That's where Jim Carrey got his big break at. My assignment is to watch Alf. Maybe one day. You're gonna troll me about liking Fran. I go for it, dude. I don't know what it was, but whenever she would be like, "Hello, Mr. Sheffield," it just would get my woo. Don't know. That was also one of those, like, a lot of the TV I watched growing up was not by choice, because it'd be like 1 a.m. and I didn't have a remote for my TV for the longest time. So, like, if something, like, for example, on Cartoon Network, I'd be watching Adult Swim, and then Squidbillies would come on, and I'd be like, "Ugh, I don't feel like getting up," and that show's so god-awful. I have an autographed original 90s poster Steve Urkel signed by. Oh, there you go. That's cool. I hear he hates whenever, like, because I mean, dude, like, whenever you play such an iconic character like that, nobody thinks of you as anything else than that. So, like, he'll always be Steve Urkel, unfortunately. At least for his sake. He hates that. Yeah, but yeah, Sewer Vomit. I love me some, what's it called? Fran Dressler. Dr. Harddick over on Twitch. You at least gonna give me that follow, bro? Ren and Stimpy was good. Hey Arnold. Rugrats. Do 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 do. Oh no, okay, no, I'm thinking of a movie then where, like, he, like, said that. Maybe he actually doesn't hate it in real life, but in the movie, like, somebody came up, like, I forgot what movie it would have been. What movie was that? There was like, "Hey, what's up, Urkel?" He's like, "Don't call me that." He's like, "I played at other things other than that, right?" Or it was like something like that. Well, that's the only thing I remember him for. Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. Oh, that was a good show. The Nanny with Fran was good. You own the complete series. Oh, dude, there's some, I don't know what it is, dude, but I just used to. Fran Dressler. Hello, Mr. Sheffield. Big Fat Liar, yes. Simpsons? That was always my aunt's favorite show. I never got too into The Simpsons. Home Improvement. Tim Allen, dude. You never hear about Tim Allen anymore. Hates being called Curry Man. I'm sure he does. Christopher Daniels is an underrated wrestler. Welcome to the Quickie Mart. Simpsons is goated, though, dude. That's like one of the longest running TV shows of all time. Simpsons. I like Family Guy. American Dad. I even like the Cleveland Show. A lot of people give me shit for that, but I thought the Cleveland Show was good. You can't even type right there, Dr. Hard. But, chat, I'm going to be getting off because I still got to do some cook and everything for tomorrow. But XPW when he had hair. Oh, God. I forgot that he did used to have hair. Jerry. There's a bunch of shows you like from your childhood. I like Jerry Springer. I watched that documentary on Netflix. But yes, I'm heading off though for the night, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll be live tomorrow. Music Reaction Monday's coming back, so that's the big yas. So, be thinking about a song to recommend me for tomorrow. And yeah. So before I go, just remember, you're smart, you're kind, and you're capable. Please don't forget it. And until tomorrow, my freaks and geeks.